Testing. All right, let's get into it, boys and girls, ladies and squirrels. We're going to find out how to get into our villain era. We're going to activate all that dark feminine energy, activate that alpha sigma energy. So let's find out how we do
You have to
this.
manipulate, you have to lie. Yes, because that's what they do.
I love to swipe right on married guys.
I'm attracted to myself. How to become Patrick Bateman. Worship
Yes.
me or get the out of here.
How to speak like an alpha.
Dark femininity subliminal. Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome.
I think we're going to look back on the internet and social media, and social media and the internet is basically going to be like the smoking of, of what current, how nowadays everyone's like, oh, if we only knew how bad smoking was, we wouldn't have let the pregnant women, smoke and all this. I think we're going to look back on social media and say, okay, well, that experiment went horribly wrong. We now have a generation of lonely single narcissists. Oh.
Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about dark femininity. So get ready to learn how to manipulate some men. But before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. 7 ways to activate your dark feminine energy. Okay, let's activate it.
So number 1, dress up. When you look good, you feel good. Number 2, self-love and self-care routines. Number 3, wear makeup and accentuate your features. Number 4, get your nails done and
Get dressed up. Do your nails.
I don't know. For you guys, if I see a girl that looks like that, it doesn't matter if she's hot or attractive. It's going to be an automatic no. Because if you have the whole fake lips, no. If you have dyed hair, and I mean dyed as in like green, orange, something not natural, automatic no. It's just, it's so bad.
How is this dark feminine? What?
done and pamper yourself. Number 5, buy yourself some beautiful flowers, smell them, and look at them. Number 6, light some scented candles.
Someone says, how is this dark? Okay, so it's not just me. This truly does not make any sense.
I don't think many women realize that dark feminine energy is actually something you can activate. This is actually something that Marilyn Monroe used to do. Like, she talked about how some days she would walk down the street, she wouldn't activate any of her feminine energy, and no one would recognize her. When you walk in,
Dude, this is what's wrong with the internet. Who actually listens to this and believes this? So she would, if she didn't activate the energy, no one would recognize her? Like, how do people get on here and just give the worst, it's like the worst advice, but said with such confidence? It's ridiculous. I mean, who literally believes this? Oh yeah, I'm sure if I don't activate my energy, I could just walk into a room and no one's gonna recognize me. This is just, it's rich.
into
let's,
a room,
let's keep going.
you have to start acting like God sent you there.
This is
Okay.
a step-by-step on how to become an insufferable human being who thinks everything revolves around them. No, it's just
Exactly. This is, it's just on every level how to become more self-obsessed and entitled. It's
my dark feminine energy. I'm just that bitch.
You have to start acting like everyone in that room has been waiting for you. Now, I'm not saying this from the ego, not because you're conceited.
It does sound like that though.
You have to start embodying unfuckable dark feminine energy. Back of your head, you're like, I am unattached to this. Like, this is just a fading moment. I'm here right now. This is temporary. When you're on a date, you're like, I'm not here.
You know what this is? This is just cope for having social anxiety, right? So most people, whether you want to or not, you do care about how people perceive you. And you should, because to be in a civilized society, you have to adhere to certain norms. If I just didn't care how anyone perceived me and, I wore pants with like a poop stain on the back and I just don't care. It's like, no, everybody cares. And this is like the major cope to having some sort of social anxiety. But instead of just saying, just be okay with who you are, they take it to this extreme level of act as if God sent you there and you're the greatest thing in the world and everyone should just look at you. It's freaking ridiculous. It's like these people, instead of the sound advice, they take it to turn it up to 11. And what you get as a result is just these people who are, I mean, she's right. It's like absolutely insufferable. Can you imagine being around someone like this?
Right now to get married, even if you're dating for marriage, in your energy, you're like, I'm just here to have fun.
Okay, someone says that I hear bitches manipulate men very easily. If you don't look pretty when you're being a bitch, it's not gonna work. Make sure you looking sexy and you looking beautiful when you're arguing. You gotta look good and act bad. If you're gonna be rude to guys, you gotta look good while you're doing it. Okay, that's what they like.
It's being proud of being toxic. It's glamorizing terrible behavior, straight up manipulation. In my villain era.
I'm a diagnosed sociopath, and this is the worst thing I do.
That last one, looking. So if you want to argue with someone, you have to look good. I don't care how good someone looks. If they're a terrible person to be around, it doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't. Maybe, I don't know, maybe for guys who are younger, that kind of works, but no. No, just... All right, let's hear what Chucky here has to say.
I don't know if she's actually a sociopath. I think most of them probably won't go online and say, oh, by the way, I'm a sociopath. Like, most people would run the other way, and then you wouldn't be able to manipulate those people, right? But maybe, then again, she might have found a way to monetize her diagnosis, and it is some sociopath. I don't know.
I always have a profile on dating apps. I love to swipe right on married guys.
Okay, Chucky.
Especially when they're just showing their ring finger and not their face.
Is this a common thing men do? They post their ring fingers on dating apps? Like...
Dude, this is what's crazy. Like, who has that much free time that they always have a profile on a dating app just so that they can swipe right on married guys? Like, why do you have that much time on your hands? Like, really? You couldn't find anything better to do.
Look at me, I'm cheating?
I like to see where the conversation takes me and take plenty of screenshots. And I'm a very engaging person, so they do tend to continue their conversations with me. If you act sympathetic to their marriage woes, they will tell you anything you want. I may or may not get incriminating photos, and I may or may not send it to their significant other.
Oh, I take it back. Carry on. You're not Chucky. Catching cheating men and then informing their wives? I approve.
I don't know. The whole thing is, it's like you're making extortion of, yeah, the guys shouldn't be on there, but why are you on there? Like, is that really fun for you? I don't know. The whole thing, it's just, this is why the internet's ruined people. Ugh.
Because she's not, like, actually sleeping with them, so, yeah.
So if you're cheating on your woman, consider me karma.
Dark feminine is only for brunettes. Okay, here we have Marilyn Monroe, Lana Del Rey. I'm thinking more like Morticia Addams from the Addams Family. That makes sense to me. Sydney Sweeney? I don't get it. Doe eyes versus siren eyes. Okay, so doe eyes are rounder, I guess. Doe eyes? Goo goo gaga. Siren eyes. It's like hunter eyes. This is all related. Like
Dude, this is what's wrong too with the Gen Z, Gen Alpha, is creating terminology for everything. Sigma, doe eyes, siren eyes. It's like literally these are not new things. It's just creating terminology for the shape of someone's eyes, just random features that just confuse and basically make people self-obsessed. That's what it is. It's just self-obsession.
the looks maxing, the alpha sigma beta omega male, the sigma alpha female, all this brain rot, it's the same thing. People are obsessed with labels and labeling themselves.
Selfish people win. Be a little bit delusional in life.
How to manipulate men, heart emoji, flower emoji.
Harvey's secret is she's very manipulative. She's smart.
This is so cringe. This is almost as cringe as the Sigma male podcasts or the alpha male ones where they're like, unleash the beast, don't show any emotion. How to manipulate the females. This is the exact same thing, but for the women. All this is so shallow. It's honestly quite sad.
You have to manipulate. You have to lie. Yes, because that's what.
This is also too, I think the internet is its own separate world, right? Because when you go out in the real world, No one talks like this. No one identifies themselves as, "Oh yeah, dude, if you caught your friend talking like that, it just sounds ridiculous. No one identifies themselves as an alpha. Like, first of all, hierarchies exist in a number of different fields, right? So you might be the boss at your work, right? That doesn't make you necessarily an alpha in society. If you go to the gym, like, there's so many different contexts that no guy identifies themselves as, or they don't identify even other people as, oh, he's the alpha here and I'm like, real life does not work like that. I feel like these people, it's almost like they're playing like in a video game, right? But these labels only exist on the internet. If you go out into the real world, you don't talk like this. You don't use these stupid labels.
That's what they do. That's what they're doing to you, and you won't do it back. Okay.
That doesn't make it okay. Just because someone hurt you, just because you have bad taste in men and you keep attracting terrible men into your life, that does not mean you have to become like those men. I said this in my last video about dating advice on TikTok. It's telling people that you should be playing these mind games instead of being direct and communicating so that you can have a healthy relationship. I think that a lot of these women who gravitate towards this kind of stuff, they were probably hurt in the past and they've come to the conclusion they should just stoop to their level, the men that hurt them.
So it's okay for them to manipulate you, control you, lie to you, but when you do it, you feel bad about it. You can't do anything about it and you think it's wrong. But they're sitting up there doing it to you 24/7 right in your face.
How to become Patrick Bateman. Become more selfish. Yes, we need more people in Gen Z to be selfish. You know, this is so sad. TikTok ruins everything. I liked American Psycho.
Dude, this is what cracks me up too, is that these ideas, like, everything has become upside down, right? So now it's, you see a lot of this advice is, no, only worry about yourself. Put your needs first. It's like the worst advice for everybody. It really is. It's just let's keep going.
Long before TikTok, and now we have TikTok actually glorifying the character as if he's the good guy, as if you should want to be like him. And then people try to become him, not just for like Halloween or something, just every day. They want to be like Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman. Don't put females on a pedestal. Look at these comments. Real. Go on a killing spree throughout New York City. Exactly. Who is your role model? Patrick Bateman. Me becoming the female version of Patrick Bateman after watching American Psycho once.
Being a Sigma female comes with challenges. This is me practicing on how I will be laughing at their unfunny jokes. Sigma female.
Literally.
7 The secret rules of Sigma males you need to know. Sigma males often shrouded in
I love these new AI created channels too, where they talk about being a Sigma male and they have these ridiculous over the top generated images. It's like, what is that? It's the Grim Reaper who's ripped, whose head is a skeleton, but for some reason he has a 12-pack with random muscles that humans don't even have. It's like, it's the cringiest stuff. And we wonder why society is in decline, right? We live in, arguably the most technologically advanced era, but technologically advanced how? In a very minor microcosm, right? It's just in electronics. But in terms of actual art, in terms of creativity, in terms of even literary capacity, or just, the quality of novels and writing and ideas, I would say it's never been worse. Read a novel from 100 years ago, 150 years ago, and just listen to the language, the use of adjectives, the ability to describe complex emotions. Now everything's been dumbed down to these stupid labels and ridiculous. And it's like most people speak in emojis, which, don't even get me started on that.
And TikTok ruined After Dark by Mr. Kitty. I love that song before it started to be used for these kinds of videos. Why?
10 tips to be a bad Sigma. Number 1, learn eye contact. Number 2, don't expect anything from anyone. Number 3, don't be selfish.
There's a good
Number
one.
I love it too how these clips are using scenes from the show, right? And it's like this is how you're supposed, like no one cares. This is the hilarious part. If like most people just go about their lives and they don't think to themselves, wow, that guy really held eye contact. He must be a Sigma male. Walk slowly in any situation. I love that. Oh, great advice. How to be annoying in a grocery store.
4. Walk slowly, even in any situation.
I think mostly 10-year-olds make these videos probably. Just because you saw that movie with the explosion in the back in real life, you should run. You can't be like, I can't run because it wouldn't be Sigma of me.
Number 5, talk slowly by taking pauses. Number 6, don't overreact.
Talk slowly. Take long, meaningful pauses, even though it might be extremely annoying and awkward. Dude, this is the stupidest.
Don't smile
It
frequently.
literally is the stupidest.
Number 8, maintain body language. Number 9, sit like a monster. Number 10, start learning to say no.
Sit like a monster. I love it. Oh, I want someone to demonstrate to me the next time I take a seat at a restaurant. How do I sit like a monster? Let's get a step-by-step tutorial on that. Let's break it down.
Are practicing saying no by saying no to these tips. Because what kind of advice is that? Sit like a monster? What does a monster sit like?
For Sigmas, it's like a pack of Sigma wolves.
I wish that people on Earth could acknowledge us Sigmas.
Whenever I'm around the ones who have escaped the Matrix, I truly feel like I'm home.
Never tell a man you've been treated badly. Control your eyes over him until he gets stressed. To be an alpha woman, you have to do this. Do not repeat yourself. Never feel impressed by him and his belongings. Don't be...
I love how these videos too, it's just a woman walking slowly through some super modern kind of expensive house. It's like, what again, how does this pertain to real life? What does she do? Why is she walking slowly in this random house? Is it a state? Like, this is just keep a straight posture. Okay, that's good advice. Don't be cocky, just chic. Get our Alpha Woman ebook. Oh, just classic. Okay, we're gonna have to get the Alpha Woman ebook and make sure to get into the real meat. I'm sure there's, you know, if 1 through 7 is this good, I'm sure there's just some gems in that ebook, right?
Cocky, just chic. Keep a straight posture. Get our Alpha Woman ebook. Okay. How to be an alpha woman. Walk slower. Again, it's walking slow. Try doing this in a big city. Try it. Try being an alpha sigma woman.
I love these advice to walk slow and show no. That's literally everybody that's shopping in a grocery store. Have you ever walked in a grocery store? I mean, granted, sometimes there's like over here a random homeless guy freaking out, but everybody's walking slowly and showing no emotion because they're shopping. That's literally what everybody does anyway.
Inner man in a big city. Walk slow. Gosh. If there's danger, don't run. I would love to see it. Show no emotion. Stay calm in serious situations. Stay quiet after disrespect. Never let them know
your next. I love that. Who is them? Who are you not letting know your next move?
Know your next move. Okay. How to become an alpha woman. Always drink water. Okay. Manipulate people. Go gym. Walk with confidence. Never trust anybody. Speak slowly and confidently. Never chase boys. Always be on your purpose, no matter what.
Change your mindset. Start from my videos, then study some books. Dude, that's got to be the best advice. Start from my videos and then go study some books. Dude, what kind of... just freaking... Always be on your purpose, no matter what. I love that people probably watch this and have no idea what they're doing, but it just makes them feel good to watch these retarded shorts.
Do not smoke. Change your mindset. Start from my videos, then study some books.
How to speak like an alpha. 1. Don't say I like it. Say it's pleasant. 2. Don't say goodbye. Say see you. 3.
What? Oh. Speak like an alpha. Never say goodbye. Say see you. Dude, this is. Oh. Could you imagine just, being able to bring someone back from the dead? Some grizzled war vet, and then play him this video. Just watch the look on his face. It's like, this is what we're doing in 2024. This is how we're giving young men advice. Don't say goodbye. Say see ya. That's how real alphas speak.
Don't say you. Say after you. Don't say I will become great. Say I will become Thousand.
I feel so Sigma. Don't let my demons come out when my eyes turn red. Run. In my villain era. That's it. Okay. Thanks for letting us know to avoid you. Cold-hearted villains always win. Not a hero, not a villain, not an angel or a demon. I'm just an ordinary human being who wants to repent. Okay. Good comment. And then, but someone responded, NPC. Bro, who's the NPC? Every other 10-year-old is talking about Sigma, Alpha, Beta.
If you're ready to finally get your life together, it's going to require getting a little bit ruthless. And I'm talking about getting ruthless with our own selves.
I already feel so Sigma, so villain era, so dark feminine. What are the rules?
Our inner fears, judgments, insecurities, throwing it all out the window.
Throwing it all out the window. This is what cracks me up with these videos. Our insecurities, fears, we're just going to throw that all out. It doesn't work that way. If you've ever had a fear of something or an insecurity, it's not like one day you can wake up and say, oh, you know what, I'm not going to be insecure about this. It's a process that you take action daily. It's not something that you check off a checklist. Okay, no more insecurities. Okay, no more fears. It's like, also too, with most of these videos, pretty much everybody, this is my theory, I think everybody knows what they need to do, and you kind of avoid doing it by watching these stupid motivational videos that essentially tell you the same thing. Like, everybody knows the things that they aren't doing that they should be doing. It's not a mystery. It's a freaking Scooby-Doo mystery, right? It's like, oh, I didn't know that I should be working on myself or educating myself on this new skill. It's like, no, everybody knows how to do it. It's just everybody's wasting their time watching these idiotic videos, telling them to throw away their anxieties. Okay, gotcha.
Entering your villain era.
And she proceeds to tell us to clean our rooms, make a kill list, and then do the tasks that stress us out. Great advice. I agree. Get up and do things. Be confident. All great advice. How is this dark feminine?
How to use body language to manipulate someone's impression on you very simply. First, don't sit with your legs wide open and act completely relaxed.
Why is this guy sitting like that?
Give the other person the impression that you're not a serious person, rather naive and lack empathy.
One of the dark psychology tricks that you can use to get into someone's head and influence their emotion, need to talk, or I have to tell you something important, and then hang up or say you
watch his Death Note once, and now you think you're light.
Certified like,
dude, who would do that? Could you imagine if your friend called you and said, hey bro, I need to tell you something, and then hung up? You would just ask him, what is it? Like, what is I don't understand what the second step of the manipulation is. Like, if you did that to somebody, they would just be annoyed and say, okay, why did you say that you needed to tell me something if you didn't? What?
Coach certified relationship coach. Here is one dark manipulation tactic that men use on women to make them fall in love. First of all, I do not advise this. Purposefully talk about other attractive women in front of you.
Is that a picture of
they will
himself
point out how
behind him? Dude, that is classic. The dude has no, is that him? I think it is him. Oh my God.
How attractive that woman is, who happens to be everything you're not. Influencing thoughts of not being good enough. In turn, lowering self-esteem. Shortly after they just get done fantasizing about this other woman right in front of you, they will in turn start showering you with compliments. Just so they can.
Dude, who? Oh, this is what's wrong with the internet. Dude, literally people are paying this guy for this advice. Oh, it's classic. Could you imagine talking to a girl, talking to a woman, and then you just start talking about, oh man, Julie's so attractive. Oh, she would just look at you like, why are you telling me this? Dude, this is the stupidest advice. It literally is. This is the worst advice ever. I think the one useful thing from these videos is just do the opposite of what these people say, and it's probably going to be a lot better for you. Let's see if we can make it through a little bit more.
Tear you down so they can be the one to build you back up. Okay. Pretty messed up, right?
Not just messed up, but stupid. I cannot think of a situation where this would work, honestly. It would give her the impression you're not interested. If you're talking about someone else, go date her. Don't have to be married to give good dating advice. Of course.
See, this is the normal reaction that most people would have. Is like, yeah, if you're talking about someone else, most people would just think to themselves, okay, like, why are you telling me this? Oh, all right. We're gonna have to end it there. But I hope you guys learn how to become a Sigma, and for the ladies, how to activate that dark feminine energy. And remember, don't don't use your doe eyes. Use your siren eyes, right? All right. See you on the next one.